back at my buddy's house, Kyle, Union Speed Lab here. I'm just picking up the side-by-side, fixed the frame and he fixed the brakes. So last time that I was out in Randall with Jason, the brakes stopped working. I think it had something to do with my crash when I had a big rollover in this thing. One of the brake lines ended up getting damaged, it ended up getting crimped, and so Kyle addressed that, found that, and he fixed it, and then he also fixed the frame as well. So I'll show you guys the frame. Driver left-hand side here, the frame was pretty bent. As you guys have probably seen in some of my other videos, this tire was super cambered in at one point, and so what Kyle did is he cut the frame and he bent it and welded it back into position, and now it is completely fixed. It's pretty much brand new. He said this whole frame was just cut up, and he did what he had to do to bend it back and then weld it up. But it is completely fixed now. As you can see, there's no issues whatsoever. So fixed the brake line as well. So I think when I had the rollover, this brake line right back in here that you can see, that got pinched between this bracket right there. Actually crimped the stainless steel line and kind of messed it up. We're getting ready to rip on his trails on his property. So he's got some public land with a ton of different trails that we're getting ready to go rip.
That's the one I just made.
Oh, really?
That whole straightaway.
That's sick.
It's brand new.
That's nice.
Isn't that sick?
I like that.
Dude, it's skinny though, but it's fucking straight.
Yeah. We went through a puddle and I got absolutely smashed with water. I'm like, oh shit.
Dude, that's a good one though, because it completes the loop too.
Nice.
So now you can come down this way and go that way, or you can go right and go up like we did.
Yeah, I don't know where we are. I'm going to show you guys this massive jump that Kyle built on his property. He's got a bunch of public trails pretty much right behind his house that he can just go rip on all the time, and so he's always working on them. He's always improving them so he can just pretty much come out here and rage his side-by-side. This thing is absolutely insane. I don't know if you can really tell the scale of it on the video, but it is just huge. So Kyle just does this crazy cool stuff. You know, he's had this idea to build this massive jump for a long time. Finally brought that dream to reality here, but look at this jump. It's massive. It's just made out of big trees that he cut down here on his property. But when you stand down this hill and you look at this jump, it almost just looks like a wall. I mean, it's hard to tell how massive this thing is. And he does plan on hitting it at full speed at some point with his side-by-side. And I told him, you know, make sure you tell me so I can come out here and film it when you do. But it's so big that it's something that you kind of got to practice and work up to. Just Kyle standing on this insane jump that he just made. Holy moly. How, I mean, how tall do you think this is right here?
So it's just over 4 feet from here to the ground. It's 89 trees. So each one of these is actually a whole tree. And there were small trees that they cut down. And so there's 89 trees on the top, and there's close to 15 trees on the bottom. So that's over 100 trees.
What made you want to do this?
When I moved here 4 years ago, I saw this little hill, and I noticed these trees, how the trees were right here. And if anybody's ever seen the movie Heavyweights, at the end of the movie, he flies over the dude in front of him through the freaking trees to win the race on a freaking go-kart. So obviously, since I watched that movie, I want to make my own real version of it, and here we are. So nuts. You get to come back down through the trees once you launch it off.
Look at this.
Yeah.
It's absolutely huge. I basically just crawled up and down it because I don't have the balls to hit this thing at speed. I mean, you got to practice. You got to like test it out and do it a bunch of times.
Feel it,
and kind of
get a visual on it.
Feel it out.
Yeah, and so right here, I'm 6'3". This is the top of it.
So Kyle's 6'3", and you can kind of get a feel for how big this jump is that he made. He's kind of a madman, but I love it.
It's 8 feet wide, so potentially the idea is that someday when Nick and I start doing Baja racing and stuff, we'll have our super trucks, and this is actually intended to be for a super truck.
So we're gonna jump our super
we will
trucks
send
on
a real full-size truck over this within the next 5 years. Quote me on that.
Yeah, buddy. Beast Motorsport. Yeah. Union Speed Lab.
Doing it.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah!
I can't see.
I have water in places I didn't know it could go.
Bro, I can't see shit.
Woo! Submarines, brother.
Oh my god.
Holy cow.
Can't get my helmet off. Whew, that was fun.
Holy. Dude, at one point, I had so much water in my mouth, I had to keep spitting. Like the next one came, and I already had a mouthful, and my mouth was open. Then I got another mouthful, and then my nose started running, so I was just like...
You probably took more water than I did, because you would clear the water, but I'd go through, and I was still, look at me, I'm fucking soaked, dude.
Yo, that was
I'm absolutely soaked.